Into the leg side, and that should be lunge. Good session for England. This time he connects and connects really well. Boundary for Saud Shakeel.
Yeah, on both occasions, you've got that second line of defence, which is the pad well outside off stump.
A sweep, nicely timed, rolls into the fence. Saud Shakeel gets another boundary.
Well, we mentioned it the other day, Rouge, when we were doing our sweep thing, about how shorter lads pick up length better. And it just seems that the shorter you are, you're looking up at the trajectory of the ball and you can pick up length really well.
Good riposte, really good riposte from Saud Shakeel. The other man, by the way, just on the other side of the pitch to the short mid.
Lovely shot. A back cut. Most of the short balls have been bowled.
Saud Shakeel down the track. He gets it into the gap. Stokes wants him doing that, but this time around he gets a boundary.
Beautiful shot, punched off the back foot. This outfield's been quick all week. And that could be four, it is four. Second boundary of the fifth day.
And what Rizwan can do, Shakeel can do as well. Not quite as far in the air, so 4, not 6.
What they've realised is that on the last day in Pakistan, batting against spin, out of everywhere in the world, say go again. And that's exactly what he does. And that will be 50 for Saud Shakeel.
Pakistan team on their feet. He's been a fantastic knock. He's stuck it out and gets a 50 and gets it in fine fashion. Came down to the pitch perfectly. What a strike to bring up your...
Cut hard, there's no one out there. Stokes continues to attack.
Play that cut shot, which he plays really, really well. He played in front of the square. This and normally he plays very late and he tries to use the pace this time.
Same again, this one in even more control. Stokes may have to think about putting a man out there. We shall see.
This is good batting. Taking leech on whenever the opportunity presents itself with the spin.
Gone for it, found it, nailed it.
Nicely timed, and even with the dew, the ball just hurries away for 4. Exquisite from Shakeel.
It's a very, very classy shot, this. Just a dab, isn't it? No more than a dab. Hands just go through it gently. All about the timing.
There's the hard sweep. There's no one out there. Very good batting. Moves into the 40s.
Yeah, England swept a lot yesterday. We've seen a few of these from Saud Shakeel as well. And he gets nicely on top of it. The only threat to that shot is if there's a tiny bit of extra bounce top edge and Duckett is behind square for that. But for the hard sweep, there's no one going to cut that off.
Swept very firmly, and that is a really nice way to bring up another 50 for Shakeel. He's looked in terrific touch this morning. He's played a couple of gorgeous strokes through the offside off Anderson, and this firm sweep takes him to 50.
Really, really good. No issues at all against the spin or the paces. He's played his shots. Swept really well. This one was hit really hard.
Nicely controlled. When you watch the replay of this, watch the way Saud Shakeel doesn't overhit. It's a good lesson to anyone out there when you're using the feet. Just a controlled chip over the top.
He may offer more scoring opportunities as well. He's a less experienced spinner than either Leach or Root. 100 up for Pakistan. Full shot. Not struck quite as cleanly, but the result is exactly the same, over mid-off this time. This is good, positive batting by Shakeel.
Yeah, that was just easy pickings. He didn't have to worry about the rough there. That was too short. And he's just punched that away for a boundary on the offside. And the pitch, again over mid-off. Again controlled, doesn't try and hit it all the way. Realises he just has to clear Robinson at mid-off and he'll get the boundary. And that's exactly what he does, 156 for 3. Just like that. Just like that, a firm push to mid-on. And he gets 50, his third 50 in the series. He looks a fine prospect, as Saud Shakeel. Played beautifully here. He's got to tell himself that the job isn't done yet.
He's very, very well organised, this man. A great array of shots, very good temperament.
Slow turn for Joe Root. 200 up for Pakistan, 200 for 4.
He plays that sweep shot really well.
Oh, that was close. It was close to the stumps. It may have been close to the glove as well. Root will give chase, but will give chase in vain. And runs are given. So there must have been a little flick on the glove as it went past Ollie Pope.
Very lucky, Saud Shakeel. Very innovative. I've not seen him play that shot. Maybe got a glove or maybe a little bit of arm also on the way. That bounce saved him. Could have easily gone on to the stumps.
Edged, but in the gap, and that will go away for 4. Useful runs, they'll take it however they come. He moves into the 80s.
Just a little further into the 80s, yeah. Yeah, it's just a guessing game, isn't it? The slips have had no chances throughout the game. Even that was angled down all the way.
Well, that's one way to try and shift a little bit of that company. There's nobody out on the leg side, and once he makes contact, there are 3 runs to be had.
Out comes the sweep shot. No one behind square in the deep. Sweep shot is perfectly safe and perfectly played. Lovely shot. You've seen how he uses his feet well. He gets a long way down the pitch when he decides to go. Races off here and then just gets himself in the right position.
This should be the last ball before lunch. There's a short leg just come in very close on the leg side. Not a million miles away from leg stump.
On the pitch. And mid-off is fairly wide, actually. If he had been in an orthodox position, that could well have been caught by Robinson at mid-off. But he's wide, and it goes through for 4, 108 for 3.
Yeah, the face of the bat very deliberately targeting that space at mid-off.
Down the wicket. Nicely timed into the vacant area there. Good stroke from Shakeel. Nicely stroked, straight back past the bowler. So Shakeel looking really good in the middle here.
He's played this shot on a number of occasions today to Jack Leach. It's almost as though he just doesn't think the ball is going to spin, because he's often not to the pitch. He's quite a long way from the pitch of the ball there, and you'd think the way the pitch looks, batters would just feel that there's an element of risk there. But
This could be 50 for Saud Shakeel. It is. Fourth 50 in the series. Very, very fine left-hander.
Yeah, it looked as though he was heading for 100 in Multan in the second test match. One actually, I have to say, he fully deserved. He's doing his best yet again.